Good day everyone. For today's video, I will be tackling about the introduction to provide accommodation reception service. Providing arrival and departure service to guests requires the ability to check daily arrivals, allocate rooms, check guests in and out of their accommodation, and complete invoicing of guest charges. This video talks about prepare for guest arrival, welcome guests and process guest reservation, prepare for guest departure, and check guest out of finalist documentation. So, what is the importance of providing accommodation reception service to guests? Providing a reception service in a hotel, resort, or other accommodation business is very important rule. You are in constant contact with guests, so guests notice your manners and services. If you are efficient and welcoming, it gives guests a good impression of the business. A reception area is a section of your office space that is used to greet all visitors. Therefore, receptionist personnel or receptionist is an employee taking on office or administrative support position. The work is usually performed in a waiting area such as lobby or front desk of the organization or business. Next one is provide information and assistance. It is important to give information to guests about goods and service offered by the establishment. When seeking to improve reputation, it starts with excellent customer service. Rules of receptionists also provide security by logging all visitors, issuing guest passes, and provide supports to the HR team as required. So, receptionist job description should include diary management and management meeting rooms, possibly handling event coordination, both internal and externally, handling queries and complaints via phone, email, and general correspondence, and also transferring calls if necessary. In preparing and welcoming guests, you need to have a pleasant look, be ready, and welcome the guest with an open arms, and also give them a wide smile. After that, the guest registration follow, and these are the procedures. First is pre-registration procedure. Pre-registration procedure is normally involves producing registration documents in advance of guest arrival. Second is verifying guest identities simply by asking their names or any valid IDs to identify who they are. Next is registration card typical format. This one is the sample of registration card typical format. Next is registration record is created by front desk agent where he puts all necessary data of the guest and the staff provided the GRC to fill up. Establishing payment method, the way one pays per a transaction. There are two most basic methods of payment, such as cash or credit. Next is issuing room keys or access code. It is the duty and responsibility of the front office desk staff to ensure that the right guest is given the key to his room or her room for his or her safety and security pertaining to assurance of the key is not compromised or violated during his stay in the hotel. Lastly, handling special requests. If the guests have a special request, you are required to do what they want. Special requests are a common occurrence in the most accommodation establishments. And the very last, departure. Departure is the last interaction during the guest cycle. During checkout, the guest formally vacates the room, settles the bills, and leaves the premise of the hotel.